I'm going to talk about startup rattle damage on these KA24E engines. If you have a KA24E engine that was built between 1989 and 1994, it will have been equipped with an all-plastic chain guide on the exhaust side of the engine. These guides were prone to excessive chain damage. It's common for them to break and the bottom piece will fall away from the mounting fastener. At this stage, the chain will cut into the lower fastener and start contacting the timing chain cover. The top piece will also start swiveling back and forth. The chain will eventually cut the lower fastener in half. So these plastic guides, they're now obsolete, and the newer guides are a metal backed with a plastic face on them. So if you're going to upgrade from the all plastic guide to the metal backed, they're basically a bolt-in. You remove the old guide. The old guides have these the older fasteners. As you can see, they fit in like this here. And the new guides, they come with a different fastener. There's the old style fastener and there's a new style fastener. Because the new guides, since they're metal backed, they take a shorter fastener. And the new guide just fits right in. In 1995, Nissan redesigned the all-plastic guide to the metal-backed, plastic-faced guide. If there is excess chain slack in the engine, the plastic face on these new guides can get damaged at the top, and they will fall into the oil pan. And when the plastic face falls in the oil pan, what you're going to end up with is it will just so once the plastic on these new guides gets damaged and falls into the oil pan, the face of this metal is going to start getting eaten away from the chain. And here's a guide here that's been in service with the startup rattle, that the plastic has fallen off, and you can see the chain is cutting some grooves in here. And at this stage, it would probably be possible to slip in a new piece of plastic and adjust the chain and save it from any further damage. So eventually, as a startup rattle continues, you're going to end up with the metal getting very thin right here at the bend, and this one here got so thin that it just gave away. You can see that the metal's very thin here from the chain cutting away at it. Eventually it'll break away from itself. Now at this stage, the chain is free to move in here and cut away at that water jacket. Now once we're at this stage here, the chain is going to cut in here and damage the front timing chain cover. Water pump goes right here, and on this side here is where the damage is going to occur. And you can see on this cover right here, you can see where the chain has been eating away here. And it's hard to see, so I got this little piece of plastic here, and you can see there's a hole in there, and it goes right into the coolant jacket right there. And at this stage here, you're going to have coolant leaking into your oil. And at this stage, the engine will be overheating, coolant will be leaking internally and mixed with the oil. And if not caught soon, the bearings could be damaged and overall life of the engine will be shortened. These are just a couple things that could be happening if your Nissan has startup rattle. Startup rattle is not normal and should be eliminated at first signs. If your engine does have startup rattle, check out some of my other videos on options that can be used to stop this type of damage to your engine.